Hello everyone and welcome back to Abundant Automation. So, where are we? We are in a pretty good spot, I'd say. We have conquered some stone and coal for ourselves. Copper and iron is still looking fairly okay-ish. Let's take a quick look at oil. It's been quite a while since we last checked up on that, and it seems we are running fairly thin too. No oil stockpiles, not much petroleum going on in our storage. So it might be about time to grab more oil. And for that, the most logical step would be to scout a little more. But I think before we do that, we'll also take the time to upgrade some of what we have going for us in Derex to speed modules. I don't quite recall how many we actually did, and this isn't working anyway, so let's kick off the speed module production here. And in the meantime, let's just go ahead and continue with what we're doing the last episode, at the end of the last episode rather, which was paving the world. And yeah, we shall just do more of that. We take this and just start painting. We'll want all of it concreted anyway at some point, so we might as well just get on with it. So that looks good enough to me. Let's run down here. Make this somewhat rectangular. And we'll go down to maybe here and then go across from there. Now we could be doing all of this with construction robots. Would most certainly be a thing. But, well, I feel it's just a waste of, well, energy really. Of power, that is. To go for it in that way. Because, well, look at this. You are incredibly fast doing this by hand. I mean, I don't know how this guy is, or gal, is doing this as fast as he or she is, but, well, apparently it's happening, and we are putting down tremendous amounts of concrete by hand, so there's really no need to bother our robots here. Because, well, if the robots would work in a way where they would like pick up as much as they can, which is 4 units, and then place these 4 units and then pick up another 4, that would be alright, I guess. But what they're doing is they're picking up one piece of concrete and then they're flying that to wherever it's designated to go, and then they're picking up another and then they're flying that to where it's designated to go, and so on and so forth. And that's not really helping. Alright, so that's about the eastern part of this. And let's also go over to the west, concrete some of that. Now that's really starting to look like a factory here, whilst we're paving the world. Oh yes, we did in fact turn off this thing. Let's turn it back on. After all, we have found ourselves a good supply of stone. Oh yeah, let's just come over here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come up that way. And down that way. And just keep on gardening. I don't know if you're hearing this, if the microphone's picking it up, but there's some quite intensive gardening going on here in the backyard. Or something to that effect. So apologies if you're experiencing any humming or buzzing in the background. But unfortunately, it's out of my control. Alright. So right now we're just paving the world, which is, well, I always find it kind of relaxing to just run around with a paintbrush full of concrete and making everything nice and clean. Well, to be fair, I'm not that obsessed with cleanness in real life, but yeah, it's, I don't know, it just looks nicer in Factorio. Right, here we go. So that's all of this. Let's stick with the four tiles of distance here. That would mean we go down from here up to this point. And then we can continue up here. Probably not the most exciting thing right now, but yeah, as I said, it is something that needs done, and I don't want to bother the robots with it. The oil business, however, it looks like petroleum has run out completely. So that's something we need to deal with before too long. On that note, it might be worth investing a little bit of time going around and putting down some radars. This is really a pain to get in through. Well, no one's gonna notice if there's no concrete in between these. Yeah, just screw that. We're gonna come back here eventually. Alright, and then we go up here. And, well, guess that will be the top end of it. And then we can just go down and up around here. I do think, however, that it would be prudent to get some more power on the go. So let's clean up this inventory. Just stuff we don't really need. There's no immediate call to have all of this on us. Alright, and then I shall grab what we have for solar panels. Seem to be backed up all the way, so that's quite nice. Let's get 1,000 of both. And then we'll also find ourselves a bunch of substations and roboports. Give me those. And oh, in the same chest, of course. Alright, so let's move over there and commission another set of 5. That's the solar field. Well, there is not much of a reason to keep these. Not much of a reason to keep these in the 4-man, because whenever I want to build one of them, I'm going to the place where there are anyway. So yeah, we do need 64 for 5 of them. I'm just gonna put 100 in there, and that's most certainly gonna be enough. How many do we have then? 1.1k, so we can in fact do more than 5. Well, I don't know how it's rounding, so it could be just 5 and a bit. But in any case, these rocks need to go. And so does the forest. Now how are we looking on available room here? So if I put this down here, that's not enough. No, not by any stretch of the imagination. I think I will go with a pattern where I have like 2x2 squares and then a bit of room in between them to move. So that would mean we go like this. And apparently I'm still carrying quite a bunch of those around. It's fine, I guess. Must have been they snuck into the main hotbar. Alright, so let's just throw down 5 of these. Alright, you need to shift click, of course, if you want to erase any trees in your way. Alright, that's 4. And let's put down another, yeah, let's call it another 2 down here. Stay here for a minute. So that's you. Really not too shabby. All these will be put down in time. We're having 150 construction bots here. It's really not too much. I'd rather have a bunch more. Maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of 500. So let's get back to base and grab another 350 construction bots. Put them to work where they belong. And while we're at it, can also take, well, these produce quite quickly if they are supplied properly. That's 350. And if we want to do what we're about to do here, we'll also need more of those. Oh, we might be a little short on... Ah, it's red circuits for the substations, of course. Well, red circuits are gonna be a major bottleneck for most of the game. But of course we're also running low on oil currently. But one thing at a time. Also, this forest here really gets on my nerves. So it has to go. Fortunately, we can't quite reach, so we'll just do it by hand. Oh, apparently. Yeah, they're still. No, let's just finish this order here, and once the bots are back, there'll be less business going on here. All right, so that's only 8, and apparently we're also lacking a storage chest here. Well, let me just get this back to the base. Let's keep 5 of those here, put the rest in. And there you go. Oh, we have 500 construction robots there. They'll be busily toiling away, and we'll be having lots of power at our disposal, which we shall use momentarily to grab a couple of radars. Oh, maybe not 50 of them. I think 5 will be plenty. Yeah, I will eventually set up these logistics slots. It's very odd. I mean, in this campaign, we're almost up to 20 hours of playtime. And I haven't used, well, with the exception of this radar request, I haven't used a single logistics request. And that's a first for me too. Because honestly, I've never built a base that was this, I don't necessarily want to say organized, but this well reachable in terms of where all the stuff is. So I don't really need to go to a lot of places in order to get all my stuff. It's all in a very, very small neighborhood. You only need to go here and down here and maybe sometimes down here, but most of the stuff is in this general area here. So it's really not that bad if we just get everything by hand. Alright, so let's get out there and place some radars so that we actually get to see where we're supposed to be going with our expansion. Because right now we have no idea where the next oil deposit is, and we will need such an idea if we are to prevail. I don't... Well, I may have already set this up, but I don't think I did. Do a thingy for coal. Not too certain. Well, all in due time. We did want to go to... Is it Iron 1? Yes. Go to Iron 1, place down a radar up there. And then I think one at Core 1, and that should do us for the immediate future, I think. Did I install... What's it called? Yes, exactly that mod, RSO radar. So we'll just put the radar here. It'll have a tremendous area when compared with vanilla radars, but it will also take up quite a bit of energy. As you can see here, it's 1.2 megawatts. So that's nothing to sneer at. Alright, let's get in towards the station. I already forgot. That's call number 1. Let's go. So yeah, these radars will allow us to get a good idea of where we're trying to go. I mean, there's not really much choice. As I said before, this line is almost guaranteed to continue on down here. We'll probably have a branch, a T-junction going off that way, so that we can also claim the stuff to the west there, or to the south of our base. But other than that, it's really not that much. There's really not that much choice for us. Alright. I'll put you there. And then we'll just get into our train and head back home. I don't really care to which station, just the general direction should do. Yeah, the rail yard, the long promised. I think it's probably gonna have to wait until after oil has been corrected. But yeah, so far so good. Let's trash this. Don't really need it anymore. And I think I did spot somewhere back here a lone chest. Yes, a very old Very old trash chest. Let's just put all of the stuff in you. Away. And then that will be it for this episode. Lots of paving have been going on, and lots of paving will keep going on until all of the world is drenched in grey and our pollution cloud covers all of the planet. Yes, that shall be our ultimate goal. Maybe. But until the next time, and as always, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been Discriant, and I shall see you soon.